Hello everyone and welcome back to Bold Wolf Gaming for the return of our Dungeons & Dragons ongoing campaign, Winds of Earrenia. We're excited to be back from our long summer vacation, also a little terrified in some elements, but mostly excited. Started preparing for this session after a couple of months of not having to spend 40 hours a week preparing for D&D, and it was like, how do I do this? I don't remember how to DM. But we are ready to go, and tonight is a very special session. If you have not heard the announcements going out, starting off, we will continue on our every 2-week schedule up until mine and Shakira's next child is born, which should be sometime in late October, early November. And at that point, Bold Wolf Gaming in general will go dark. For a few weeks while or less, depending on how long it takes us to get settled in. So make sure you're following Bold Wolf Gaming's social media pages so you can stay up to date and you're not left in the dark when that happens. Alright, in case you missed it, our sequel to the one-shot Frozen Veil, Tome of Thanatos, is now available on our YouTube channel. I've also discovered some issues with the Frozen Veil video, and I re-uploaded that, and it's now working properly. So you can now watch both of our interconnected one-shots from the Sacramond region on YouTube at any point. Most recent one included Jake from this stream, and Shakira, of course. And also had Alex and Brittany from the previous. Did run a little bit long, so a fair warning, at the end we kind of switched to a more straightforward narrative format rather than rolling dice, just so we could wrap up the story, and it still ended quite late. Pretty sure Jake fell asleep towards the end. But that's okay. It was a really fun story. Oh, we also had a new guest player, CC, who did a fantastic job. Lots of fun, and you get to see Brittany really step forward and take over the leadership role with Halashando missing. So definitely going to want to check that one out. And again, if you haven't seen Frozen Veil, you can watch this story and you should be able to follow along just fine, as these are standalone stories, just with characters carrying over from one story to another. Tonight, as I said, is a very special stream. This one and the one 2 weeks from now. August is Tabletop Appreciation Month for Extra Life, and we are part of Gamers United with Extra Life, raising money for Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital in Cleveland. Tonight, we will be donating. I will be donating, and Ryan will be as well, matching my donation, $1 for every natural one rolled by any of us. I can talk. And we will be doing that next session as well. If you would like to play along, you can try to match our donation. If you want to wait till the end of the month like we are, and if you are not able to stick around for an entire session but you still want to participate, feel free to send me a whisper on Twitch at any time, or a message on one of our social medias, and I will give you the updated total when that is all done. What was I? Yeah, covered that. And even if you don't think aren't comfortable with playing along with $1 for every natural one, and you just want to donate a small amount, go ahead and enter the code GIVE in the chat, and that will give you a link to our donation page. If you are a Twitch streamer and you donate $10 or more during the stream or the next stream, we will give you a special shout out at break and at the end of the session. So be sure to take advantage of that opportunity. You can spread your reach and help sick kids while you're at it. Your donations are going to critical treatments, healthcare services, and pediatric medical equipment, charitable care for countless children across North America, and specifically through me, this will be going to one of the best children's hospitals in the country, Rainbow Babies and Children's. And it is an extremely important cause, means a lot to us, and any small amount you can give, we appreciate. And we appreciate you stopping by to watch us as we do this fun little charity drive. Ryan, your face is frozen in a smile. You aware of that?
I did that on purpose, because I'm eating and I might be smiling.
That is disturbing.
Oh, that got me for a second. Wait, what the hell? All right, anyway, our mod, Miss Redneck, you will see in chat, will be keeping track with a counter of all of the natural ones rolled, so we can make that donation at the end of the month. And again, if you contact me at any point, if you're not able to stay until the end of one or both streams, I will give you the total at any time. Yeah, all you need to do is ask. Don't be shy. Really excited to be doing that for Extra Life tonight. Oh, and finally, we hit our sub goal this past fantasy night. So this coming Tuesday, we will be doing a subscriber-only giveaway of this extra large tub of Red Wolf Fang, our custom fruit punch flavor of Swift Reaction. This is the stuff that allows me to work 50 some hours a week, raise 2 kids, help my pregnant wife, and still be able to come on and play video games until 11 o'clock at night without collapsing. So if you want a chance to get your hands on that, stop by this Tuesday for Fantasy Night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and give us a subscription, and you'll be able to participate in that giveaway at break. So that
I seriously need to try that stuff.
I know, but you can't because you're pregnant.
I know, but seriously, it would help my ass a lot.
All right. Well,
Matthew, just want to jump in real quick on your stream name. Has a couple extra letters on it after the Naciente.
That explains why the Twitter got screwed up. So we'll go ahead and fix that.
Nice catch, Ryan.
There we go. All right. So we'll go ahead and recap where we left off before summer break. When we left off, the Regulators were after the second of the 4 weapons needed to defeat the demon god Orcus. Their journey took them to Malcolm's home city of Loram Sor in Grumlin, and while there, Malcolm discovered that his father's social status had been reduced to peasantry as a result of his own fugitive status. Malcolm disguised himself and posed as a bounty hunter seeking information on himself as a ruse to get close to his father and inform him of a pending plan to set him free. The Regulators then headed I cannot talk tonight. The Regulators then headed into the swamplands to the north on a several-day journey that brought them to the Palace of Earsmore, or the ruins thereof, where they found a small tribe of fishfolk using the palace as a temple to a Hydra. The party used a combination of magic and theatrics to establish themselves as the fishfolk's new pantheon of gods, and sent them out to retrieve new materials for a monument to them, before heading into the ancient throne room to face the Hydra. And that is where we start off tonight's session.
We're gonna get our asses handed to us.
That's the right page. All right, so actually, let's go ahead and switch to our battle map.
I just want to quote the great movie Ghostbusters. When someone asks if you're a god, Ray, you say yes. Pretty much what we did last week, or last session.
All right, so we were right up at the end of the session and trying to wrap it up. Oh my goodness, this thing again.
And me falling asleep with my freaking phone hitting my face several times.
All right, so Beer, you chose to leave Wolfric outside the door, right?
Yes, I don't want to lose my wolf.
All right.
I don't get to have one in real life, so let me keep my wolf alive.
So, you're up against the double doors. You know what's behind it. How do you guys want to proceed? Let me know if any volume levels or anything needs to be adjusted.
Do you have music on?
Yep.
Huh.
I can hear the music.
I could hear it just like a little bit.
Well, all right, you're hearing it through my microphone, so.
Okay, gotcha.
Different than what the audience is hearing. So, how do you guys want to proceed through the door?
Do you guys want to go in stealthily, or do you guys want to go in guns blazing?
I put on my invisibility ring.
Not a bad idea.
Okay. There I am. So I'll give you a moment to think about.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Does anybody have any of those holy grenades left, or do we use them all?
I'm about to check my inventory. Give me a
I think I
second.
used mine.
Oop, wrong window.
Okay, maybe put them on my notes somewhere else. I know I got more bullets. More fire bullets.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. You definitely did. Nope, I used mine. It's not in here.
I can't remember how many bullets I bought. I could have swore I put that in somewhere in my notes, and I don't have it in here.
All right. Well, I know it was a decent amount, so just keep track of how many you used today, and
Oh wait, no. I do still. I think I still have it. Radiant grenade.
yep.
I think I still have mine. Can I confirm by sending a screenshot?
I can check your character sheet.
Okay. Because it's still listed in my
Right.
equipment.
But Ryan, I can go back and confirm how many you purchased by watching the video.
Yeah, I can do that later on too. Okay, so yeah, you do have one still.
Nice.
So, if Jake goes invisible, I use the Mask of Many Faces and transform myself into a fish folk.
Okay.
Interesting.
Wow.
If I take the grenade in and just plop it right in his face,
Okay.
we can get a surprise round maybe?
Maybe.
I would suggest, Mira, that you kind of stay out of the door until we get the drop on him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can do that.
Just hand me your grenade, madam.
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna turn myself into a fish folk with the Mask of Many Faces, and try to copy their mannerisms and everything walking into the room. And whenever I get about 40 feet away from him, I'm just gonna lob it right into his face.
All right. So, you guys open. Okay,
Matt
Malcolm, you
smile.
turn yourself into a fish folk. Zuko, you are invisible. Mira, you're staying out of view, right? All right.
Yep.
So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oop. I hate it when it does that. Zuko, you falling
Feeling.
directly behind, or are you staying at the door? What are you doing?
Am I able to see some of the layout of the room? I might just kind of pick a corner.
Okay, as you open the door, you got. All right, that's the room.
Okay. So I'll go through like the little walkway, and then I'll go into one of the corners.
Like here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, come on, stop doing that.
Why is it doing it?
Because I don't have the level set right. There we go. That should do. All right. So Malcolm, Zuko, you come into the room. Zuko goes to the corner. Malcolm, you run forward.
Forward, I copy the mannerisms of the fish guy and try to just walk like them into the room.
All right. So as you enter the room, the large shelled creature with 5 heads pops up out of the water. All 5 heads at attention, and it watches you walk up towards it. The room stinks horribly. It is dirty and wet. There's holes in the floor, leading, of course, to the flooded understructure of this room. And you want to continue forward?
Yep.
Be careful, Malcolm.
Alright, and you're doing what? You're plopping...
Well, once I get about 40 feet away, I'm going to just lob the grenade right into the center of all the heads.
Okay, alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... 35, 40. So right about here. And you're going to lob it at him? So that's a smart choice, because... Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yeah, I'll go back to my character. 1 second.
God, I still feel sick.
Perception, you said?
Yep.
11 total.
Okay. Even with that, as you... Some of the dim light coming in from the broken pieces of the wall, you look around you and realize where the smell is coming from. There are tons of gigantic fish heads littered about the room with no bodies on them. And it occurs to you as you get to about the point that you're about to lob the grenade that they've been worshipping this thing, and this thing has had no problem with that because that's been a nice free food source.
Wait, come again?
It's been eating the fish folk as they come in to bring offerings.
Holy shit!
I knew something was
Like-
fishy.
All right, so that's just a free throw, right? I can't remember how the grenade
I had it up, but I moved it. Let me go back to her character sheet because she's the one that had it.
Oh, you could have asked me to pull up the info.
Oh yeah, it's just a couple of clicks on the computer.
Okay.
So yes, as an action, you can throw the grenade up to 60 feet. It affects a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the point in which you threw it. Each creature in the area must succeed in a DC 19 dexterity saving throw or take 6 d12 radiant damage.
What was the DC?
19.
17, so that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I gotta be back on my character sheet. Goodness gracious. Okay, that was 6 d12. So d12 is right there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll. 29 points of damage to everything within a 20-foot radius. So if each head has its own HP, make sure you count it.
Let's see. I'm sorry, what was the total? Or for
29.
each?
29,
29.
Oh god. I really hope I don't kill one of these heads, because it's not fire damage, it's holy damage.
Alright,
It's
so...
coming.
Yeah, it's not individual heads so much as for every 25 points of damage it takes, it loses a head.
So it just lost a head and then grew 2 back.
Well, the round's not over. Round's not over yet. So if it takes fire damage at any point during the round and loses a head, it permanently loses that head. So.
Oh, okay.
But if it makes it to the next round without taking fire damage, it grows back too. So.
Okay, so now I know what to do with my firebolt then.
That'll be it for my turn. Nelly is yelling at me, so I'm going to take her out. I'll be back in just a moment.
All right. So Zuko, you came into the room, so I'm going to give you next on the surprise round.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Has he already thrown that and and one of the heads came off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So I have some fire arrows.
All right.
From the position that I'm at, how far is that to the Hydra?
70, 75, 80 feet.
80 feet? Okay, cool. So then, yeah, from where I'm at, I'm just going to shoot at one of the necks that the head got taken off of to try to fire damage it and cauterize it.
Makes sense. All right, go roll for attack.
Uh, 22.
22. That is a hit.
Crap. I gotta do math here. Okay, so with I don't remember how this arrow does damage, but off of my bow, it's D10 plus 6 plus a D10 radiant. So I've got 23 points right there.
Okay. All right. That's your first attack?
Yeah, and then I'll make a second attack with, I guess, a regular arrow.
Okay.
23. $18 points of damage.
Alrighty. So with that second strike, you actually sever another head, but it's already taken fire damage, so it is now down to 3. And that is your turn.
Yep.
Mira, what would you like to do? You are out in the hall.
I would like to rush in.
That's as far as in as you can get.
Okay. Can I still shoot it from there?
What's your
Fireball.
range? What's your range?
120 feet.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're closer than Zuko was. All right, so firebolt.
Right.
All right, let's roll for attack.
18.
18. That's a hit.
16 for damage.
Alright, so Mira fires a bolt of flame straight down the center of the room, hitting the Hydra. Second attack.
21.
21 hits.
$11 points of damage.
How much did you have last time?
I think 16.
Yep, loses another head. Damn.
We won!
Got 2 left. Goodness, these things are supposed to be tough. Alright. So that is the end of the surprise round. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Even the thing's already half dead. Jesus.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't have had. I should have had 2.
1.
Wait, what?
1.
You got 1 on initiative?
Yeah.
Like a natural one?
Yeah.
Alright. Miss Redneck, please make sure you mark down that natural 1.
I'm dying over here.
Alright. So what's the total with your dexterity?
Oh, wrong page. Shit. 4.
Four?
Yep.
Sounds like there was a situation in chat.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know. But, one of our mods is being thanked for taking something down. Alright. So, Zuko, what you got?
14.
Not bad at all. You remembered you have advantage on initiative again, right?
Oh shit, and let me roll again.
Oh shit, no, I did not remember.
Yeah, I'll keep the 14.
Alright. If the other one was a natural 1, though, please let us know. Even if it doesn't.
It was
count.
not.
Okay.
Should I roll again, or should I keep the one?
You have advantage too, don't you? Yeah. So go ahead and re-roll if you want. But that nat 1 still counts towards charity.
All right, 19.
It's 19, much better. So yeah, just for future reference, if you guys have advantage and you get a natural 1 on one of them, still let us know so we can count it.
Oh no, of course, it's for charity. I can't believe I was the first natural 1 of the night, though. Ah, that's perfect.
Is Ryan back yet?
I don't know.
Bear with us just a few moments, folks. It looks like Ryan is still taking care of the dog.
I don't blame the pupper. Thunder is pretty scary.
Oh, no, we're... While we're waiting, does anybody want to let me know what happened in chat? I missed something.
Internet went restarting router from Ryan.
Oh, okay. Can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? Oh my god, I died when Selena sent me that.
Oh, Neonet, thank you for stopping by today. Don't usually get to pay attention to chat much during tabletop, but okay, they said something got took down quick. Thought somebody came in and was starting crap.
Oh, now they didn't get to cut some out? Darn.
Yeah. As I said, we have a hard time paying any attention to chat during tabletop. That's just the nature of the game.
Why do people do that though? I don't understand. Like, why the hell would you do that kind of crap?
Okay, now I understand. Yes, they're not quite done with it yet. Still got 2 heads, but it looks like they have a chance to get it down to 1 before it even has a chance to strike back.
We might just be getting lucky, guys.
This happens all the time. I mean, this is a deadly rated encounter for them. It sounds like Ryan's back.
I am. Oh, where were we?
Alright, I need an initiative roll. We got our first natural one of the night, by the way.
19 total.
19 total. You're tied with Mira, so you guys know how that works. Oh my goodness, you're tied with Mira. Alright.
What? I don't remember what happens. What?
That means, well, first, I mean, both of you are going to go on that turn, and both of you have higher initiative than the Hydra, and that includes Malcolm, so this is going to be a short fight.
Really? I was so hyped up over this damn Hydra and we're going to kill it in 1 round?
Right?
I was debating 2, but I figured maybe that was going to be too much.
Hey,
so,
Matt, I think
yeah.
one might just pop out from underneath of it.
Or maybe the babies are ready to hatch.
We're just fighting the mama, and then the daddy pops up out of nowhere. Like, you killed my wife.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Redneck. All right, so Malcolm or Mira, who wants to go first?
Malcolm, you get the honors, bud.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, just for the hell of it, I'm gonna action surge too.
Oh my god.
So let me roll for attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what, 4 attacks total?
Yep.
I think so, yeah. If I recall correctly, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I
not
did,
right.
I did this really bad. 1 second. 11, so 28. Oh, damn it. Okay. 19, 28, 23, and 25.
All hit.
Damn.
It's done.
It's dead.
And that's, let's see.
If the total damage is over 50, yeah.
Well, I add 7 to all of them, so
It might be.
that's 28 already. So that's 26 plus 28 is
Oh, shit.
54 points of damage.
I think that's the look of defeat.
How do you want to do this?
How many heads are left?
What? There's
How many
2 heads. When you started, there was 2 left.
I'm gonna. I think I just want 1 bullet to go through each eye of the 2 remaining heads.
Okay. Alright, so Malcolm fires off a shot. Bullet flies through one head, blows out the other side, The round has enough velocity to enter the second head, and the shell collapses in with a splash, and the two remaining heads fall limp and detach. Oops. I didn't realize how deep that hole was.
That's what she said?
Alright. So, as you look on in surprise as you somehow manage to completely decimate a Hydra in one round, you notice that the shell floating in the water starts to rumble a bit.
Oh, shit.
Where did it go? There it is.
What'd you lose? What'd you lose?
My paper towel. And now the Windex. Oh, there it is. I swear I could throw a Turesk at you guys and somehow you'd manage to embarrass it. And none of you are even casters.
We just managed to take down a Hydra that we thought was going to take more than one round. I'm still surprised by that.
The shell starts to rumble and shake in the water, and suddenly you notice as holes start to form in the outer shell. As if something is digging its way from the inside. Excuse me. Let's see here. And you watch several, 8 small creatures emerge from the shell. 8.
Oh, shit.
Plus. Alright, doesn't help much, but... Alright, let's find something to put on the board here. This is fair, right? You don't feel like I'm cheating you guys?
No, no.
I thought so.
I mean, I could have added a second one, but that would have seemed forced. The baby's idea seemed more realistic as a twist. Needs to find.
So is this still the same round, or do we start a new round with these coming up?
Good question.
Its initiative still rolled after you guys, so you're just going to continue.
Okay.
Maybe you should
while I'm
just
hearing-
the
what-
address.
No, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be nice.
You were gonna set the thing on fire, weren't you?
I was gonna use a bonus action to reload the 4 bullets I just shot off with firebolt rounds.
What am I doing? Oop. What happened?
What'd you do? Oh my god, the screen got blurry. Wait, is it the screen or is it my eye?
The stream page in Discord is always really
Okay.
fuzzy. I usually pull it up on Twitch. I don't know why it's not a higher quality whenever we watch it in Discord.
No, I'm just making sure because I noticed like lately my eyes have been pretty
2,
out there
3,
late.
4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bear with me just a moment while I resize all these. Survive, overcome, adapt. Is that how it goes?
I don't know, sounds familiar.
Music worked up so nicely for Dragon's Breath rounds.
Oh my goodness.
What? I said I wasn't gonna do it.
Regrets giving him the bullets now.
You would though, and then the next time an enemy whomps on you when I didn't intend it to, you're, why are you picking on me?
Hey, I just take the beating and just freaking heal myself afterwards.
Alright, so Mira, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm keeping a distance from these little fuckers, so I'm gonna do the same thing, fireball.
Alright. Which one would you like to fire at?
Oh crap, I should have picked one before I thought about the hit.
Oh,
The one in the middle, to
This
the
one?
right. Yep.
this one?
Let's name that one number 2, I guess. I don't know.
No, we'll call it number 1 because it's,
The first one to get killed.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we're just doing like we are doing our kids. 3, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Oh my god.
I mean, at this point, really, couldn't you just like? We don't really have to say targets anymore. Just be like, I'll just kill one of them.
Yeah.
Well, depending on the damage,
Whichever one you want off the field.
depending on the damage you do, yeah. Good work. Cancel. All right,
So do baby hydras have more than one head too?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too.
Or do they,
no,
or do they grow into them?
They grow into them. So each of these has one elongated head.
Oh, I bet he's so cute. We're gonna kill it. Oh crap. 13?
13 does not hit.
Darn.
Ooh.
Mira fires a bolts of fire straight down the room again, slams into the shell of the turtle, which just kind of briefly licks up in flames, seems to do no damage whatsoever.
Okay, I'll try again. Because I'm not getting close to these little things. They could gang up on me.
Oh, it'd be just a flesh wound. They're little.
Yeah, but I bet they could pack a big bite. 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Yay! Nine for damage.
9 for damage. Alright. Second attack.
That was
Oh
my
wait, the first
second
one
attack.
missed. Yep, sorry, forgot.
I'm the pregnant one. I'm supposed to just forget.
Alright. Alright, so that brings us to their turn. Alright, number 1's going to skitter forward.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Runs up to... Who's that standing there?
I think that's
Ryan.
Malcolm.
It's Malcolm.
It's Malcolm. Jets
I'm not
forward
scared.
to Malcolm with incredible speed. And stretches its very long neck out of its shell. $16 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, so that's that.
So basically, it's a puppy bite. Can anybody hear the puppy apron?
Does anybody have the spell Charm Creature?
Let me
What if
see.
we get a baby Hydra and we train it?
Second one,
Hold on, I believe I'm the one that has that. Crap, I have charm
14
person.
to hit. That's a miss.
Does it work on a creature?
You're a huntsman,
Also-
yeah. You should have the ability to charm creatures.
I don't think it lasts very long though.
Alright, last one that can actually reach anywhere.
If it's not a 19, it doesn't hit.
It's not a 19.
Yeah, my AC is 19.
God damn it, same roll twice in a row. Alright, 3 misses in a row. How in the hell does that happen? Alright, so rest are going to charge forward. They're not going to get far enough to do anything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Duration's 1 hour.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Holy crap, is Malcolm surrounded?
Probably.
Yeah, the rest of them aren't even going for him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright. That's their turns because they can't reach anybody else. Zuko, your turn. Which one would you like to go after?
Whatever
Weird. I
is
thought you had
closest
this
to
room
me.
down.
That would be this one, so we'll make him 2.
Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to use a fire arrow as well. For the first
Alright.
one. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay.
Tribal creature is 4th level here. I don't think you have 4th level spells yet. That's why.
Alright,
I
15 points.
think you're right.
I'm sorry, what's that?
15 points.
15 points. Doubled because if you hit its actual flesh, it is sensitive to fire.
I don't even remember how to check for that.
Alright, so number 2 is looking in pretty bad shape. What do you want to do with your second attack?
I will shoot a regular arrow at number 2.
Alright.
And that's a nat 1. That one misses. Thank God I chose a regular arrow.
Alright, and I think Miss Redneck accidentally put in one earlier, so she won't be marking this one down. You know what, Miss Redneck? Go ahead and mark it anyway. The number's not going to be horribly high, and it's for the kids. So the second one misses. Alright, so first Zuko knocks a fire arrow, launches it at number 2, which takes pretty severe damage as you see the fire kind of molder inside of its shell. The second one ricochets off of the top of the shell. Thank you, Miss Redneck. And that ends Zuko's turn. Top of the next round. Mirror Malcolm, who wants to go first?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm just going to be shooting at every last one near me. So
Question. Can I use telekinetic blast? I mean, it would kind of blow him off Malcolm.
you have to be closer to them, I think.
You've got
Oh.
movement though. You could get up there.
Okay, how much closer do I need to be?
Depends on if you're using the circle or the cone.
Shit, where is that? Where is telekinetic blast? It's not on my... Oh, there it is. Wait, I have 2 variants?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use it as a circle or as a cone. The circle has less of a range than the cone does, but of course the cone is limited to one direction.
That cone is 15-foot cone originating from you or all creatures within 5 feet of you. So you'd have to either be right next to me, or you'd have to be like 2 squares behind me.
Wouldn't I accidentally blow you, though, if I used the...
I don't think I've
I think
ever
that's
ruled
a
that it
risk
affects
Malcolm's
friendly
willing to take.
creatures.
Come again, Matt?
I don't think I've ever had it affect friendly creatures.
Okay.
I could make a dexterity saving throw too, though. I'd probably pass it.
That's true. So what do you want to do?
Alright, so I'm gonna use the cone one. It kind of sends them further away.
Okay. So where do you want to move?
I'm gonna move, like, right behind Malcolm.
Okay, so you're going after these 3 then?
Yeah.
All right. And what's the saving throw on that?
It just says a dexterity saving throw. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything other than that.
Oh, so it would be your spell modifier.
For
So spell
saving
save
DC.
DC is 15.
Yeah. 15?
Mm-hmm. Come on, Alistair, not right now.
I rolled a nat 20, so.
Nice.
Nice.
So, sorry, you said it was 15?
Yeah,
All right, so all 3 fail. How far did they get knocked back?
15 feet.
15
And prone.
feet.
5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Now, of course, in their case, knocked prone is probably more like rolled onto its back, but since it's already on all 4 legs. But, all right, they are knocked back. Second attack.
is that... because I'm trying to double check. Is that another one, like, right on the far right of Malcolm?
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
crap.
one
What did I do?
here and here.
Yeah, they're far enough away though. They won't. They don't have advantage. Well, I guess they'll still have it. I'll still have disadvantage probably.
No,
'Cause I think they're in my inside range.
I'll hit the one
I
that
believe
you
the rule is
have highlighted.
that if they're in melee range, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll hit
So-
the one you have highlighted. Oh, no, right
Oh,
there.
This one?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Roll for attack. Oops.
20.
20 hits.
And 12 for damage.
And that was fireball, right?
Yes.
Sorry, so that's double.
Wait, what do you mean it's double?
It's double. They're sensitive to fire.
Oh, okay, so... Crap, what did I say?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to remember.
Hold on, let me go back.
Did you roll it in the app?
Yeah, 12. So
12.
that's 24?
24.
Your firebolt damage was you rolled a d10, you rolled a 7 and a 5, looks like.
Mm-hmm. So that's 12.
So 24 total.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mira fires another mote of fire to the side after she blasts down the other 3 to get them away from Malcolm.
Stop pushing on my bladder. Please.
Alright.
Okay.
So that is Mira's turn. Malcolm, who do you want to go after?
I will go after the first to the left of the 3 that she knocked back.
This one?
Yep.
Alright, roll for attack.
And I'll roll one at a time, just in case. Probably a wise thing to do.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
20 to hit.
20 hits.
10 damage. Second attack is 22 to hit. And 14 damage.
You're using standard rounds, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And then last attack, if it's still alive, 14 to hit?
14 does not hit. Alright, so you fire 2, which go right into the fleshy parts of its neck. The third one ricochets off of its shell.
Wonder how bullet bouncing works. I've never seen a bullet bounce. I don't know if I want to.
That's the end of your turn, right, Malcolm? Unless you want to do any movement.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Mira already went, so Hydra turn.
Oh,
That one's gonna go
Wow.
after Malcolm. Goodness, what? 22 to hit.
That does hit me.
oh crap.
Is that what it does? Yeah, that's done. Ten points of piercing damage as it reaches out its neck, goes for your thigh, and comes down with bone-crunching force and sharp teeth. This one's going
I
for
can
Mir.
actually hear Malcolm swearing.
Piece of shit. All right, second one. Ooh. 27 to hit on Mira.
Yep, even with shield.
Nine points of piercing damage as it again reaches out its neck, goes for the legs. This time goes for your shin, gets right around the armor over your shin, just bites down into your lower leg. All right, so that's
Yep,
those
my reaction
two.
is to go, bitch!
Alright, so, alright, let's see. This one uses half of its movement, which would be 20, 5, 10, 15. Only needed 15 to get back to Malcolm.
Oh, Jesus.
$13 to hit.
Miss. I shake it off. Shake it off.
20, 25, 30, 35.
Hydra's just gonna hate.
And natural 1. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Doesn't get anywhere.
So what I'm picturing now is Jurassic Park. All those little dinosaurs that attack.
Yes, exactly. And thank you, Miss Redneck. Just wanted to make sure you caught that. So we're up to 3. That's $6 total going to Extra Life so far. But yes, that is exactly the image I am seeing as well. 5, 10, 15,
Wish
20,
I had explosive shield.
45, 30.
When the heck
Alright.
do I get that? When do I get my explosive shield? Damn it.
Now we'll have to check.
It's not gonna be on D&D Beyond, is it? It's gonna be on in my binder.
I believe so.
Crap. Fine.
We can
I
check
just
for
thought it was
tomorrow.
like an 11th level,
20,
something like that.
21 to hit. So Zuko, you take 15 points of piercing damage.
Bastards.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Shit, you're cornered, Zuko.
He's literally cornered. He's a
16
corner.
points.
Yeah, literally.
16
I
to
thought
hit?
he moved.
No.
No. Alright. Second one
Nobody
tries
puts
to
Zuko
bite
in the
down.
corner.
You managed to...
Oh, he's been put in the corner.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Alright, that is the Hydra's turn.
Jesus Christ. Can
Alright.
I use telekinetic blast again to blow him off us? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So basically,
No,
cantrip
so
one.
oh yeah, so
Oh,
that's so me and Mira share the same initiative, so you can do that if you want to, Mira.
Well, Zuko goes next.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, we're not to the top of the round yet.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too.
Well,
'Cause
I'll
if I use
probably
the
turn
circle
my-
one, that might help us.
what?
What are you doing, Zuko?
Oh, I'm gonna use my 2 short swords.
Smart. Smart.
Stab, stab.
So I guess for the strike 1, 10, 20.
20 hits. Hold on, let me see which ones are on you. Alright, so this one?
Sure.
Alright, that's number 2. Roll for attack. Oh, wait, sorry, you already did.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
10, 15.
15. Alright, so you jab forward with one of your... As you realize you're cornered, you're using the bow combination, right? Sword?
Yeah,
detach
from the bow, yeah.
Alright. Yep, so you see Zuko twists his bow and turns it into the 2 separate blades, jabs one forward, which goes straight into the fleshy part in the collar of the shield, and you hear a loud guttural screech as he pierces the vital organs of the creature. And number 2 is gone.
Gosh.
And which one is this? Ah, okay. We'll make that number 5. Alright, go for it.
All right. 25.
25
Nice.
hits. Man, you're rolling really well tonight.
11. Another 15 points of damage.
Alright, this one you kind of slash out and slice open the side of its face. Alright. That's your 2 attacks. Anything else you want to do with a bonus action or movement? Just keep in mind.
I think if I move, it'll be a bad idea.
Correct.
So
That's
I
true.
guess I will stay put.
Although, well, never mind, Misty Step is an action.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if
I
that was a
mean,
bonus. That's why I asked. I wasn't sure if that was action or bonus action.
I think it's an
Sure,
action.
bonus action.
Let's look.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
Yep.
That's a spell, isn't it? Or cantrip?
What
It's
happened?
a spell that I happen to have.
Thank you for the host, Selena.
That is a one bonus action as a casting time.
Well, shit.
Wait.
It's a bonus
So
action?
you, yep.
Alright,
Mhm.
so do you want to get out of Purgatory then?
Dodge? Oh, yeah.
Where would you like to go? It's 30 feet, right?
Yep, 30 feet.
15, 25, 30, so pretty much anywhere in this arc.
Am I able to go out of the door and, like, get ready to close the doors?
You have to
Like,
see.
alright,
What?
see you guys, you're on your own.
You can
You can
only
go to the
teleport
door.
somewhere you can see.
And you still have your movement, so in theory...
Why
Is that
do I
what you wanna
see him
do?
doing that?
I do too.
yeah.
Alright, you guys see the several of these Hydra rush towards him, cornering him into this dark corner of the old throne room. He panics, turns his bow into 2 swords, slashes out at him really quickly in a panic, and then you hear a loud bang and a cloud of mist as he vanishes from this spot and goes here. And you still have your motion, your movement left, Jake.
He's gonna
I'm just
do
gonna go
it.
just outside of the door.
Okay.
If you lead them to my wolf, I will kill you. I will kill you.
No, I think if they get that far, he's closing the door and leaving you guys to fight on your own.
Barricading it.
Top of the round, Mira or
I'm gonna
Mal.
say you guys got this.
I already got my God Killer weapon. I don't need to be here.
Yeah.
Alright, telekinetic blast. I'm gonna use the circle, and that only blows them away 5 feet, but it should help us move away from them.
Well, no, it just hits it hits anything within 5 feet of you. They still get moved back 15 feet.
Oh, okay. Alright, thanks, Ryan, for clearing
Well,
that.
technically, you can share a space with a friendly for a moment as long as you don't end your turn there.
Yes.
So she could step into your spot and actually get all of
All
these
4 of
guys.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
5,
okay.
10, 15. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. This one flies over his buddy. 5, 10, 15. Alright, and then you can step back into your spot. That's one attack.
Yeah.
What would you like to do next?
Fireball at the one on the left of me. No, wait, right of me. Sorry.
This one? Or this
Yep.
one? This one?
The one you clicked first.
This one? Alright, number 3. Roll for attack.
Yep. $24 to hit.
24 hits. Roll for damage.
14 for damage.
All right. So, the Mira steps into Malcolm's spot and again throws this teleconnected energy at the ground, which ripples out and blows the Hydra that have Malcolm surrounded out and away. And then, as one of them lands on its shell and slides up against the wall, she launches a firebolt at its tail end, which goes straight into the shell, and the inside blows up like a car in one of those action movies, just interior explosion. And it is dead. I should have had a better description for that, but I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. That brings us to Malcolm. What would you like to do?
Well, I just want to bring up the fact that sound alerts are off, probably because we're playing D&D, but I had the perfectly timed one earlier, whenever Zuko missed an attack with something, and I played awkward bud. But
Alright, a note about the sound alerts. I will try to bring them back, but I gotta figure out how to put the sound alerts for the D&D into that separate audio channel that Twitch offers, because I don't want them to become a permanent part of the recording, since this is the only way people will be able to go back and watch the story, and I don't want important moments to be permanently covered by a sound alert. So once I am able to figure out that alternate channel thing, sound alerts will be added to D&D as well, as long as our fan base doesn't get obnoxiously large and then it becomes too much. But yes, I will try to bring sound alerts. I just got to learn how to use that feature before we do that on tabletop games.
I'm sure you'll get it.
All right, so what would you like to do?
Malcolm, I'm gonna attack the same one I attacked before.
Crap, which one was that?
I think that was the one to the far left. I think.
This one? Number 4? Yep.
I think so. So I think I'll just shoot one bullet at it first to start off with.
All right. Roll for a check.
That's 22.
That hits.
And 15 points of damage.
15 points of damage. All right, this one, unfortunately, because it is not fire, does not have the nice emoliating effect on the inside. The bullet goes through the neck and causes a large buildup of pressure inside of the shell, and blood and guts just explode out of the back end. I'm trying to find a descriptive comparison, but I can't think of anything.
Then I think I'll start attacking another one, I guess. That one there.
This one?
The one right in front of me, yeah.
Alright. Let me see which one this is. Doesn't have a name yet. So that'll be 6.
21 to hit. And a 30 to hit.
Sorry, what was the first one?
21.
21. And 30. Alright, both hit.
I would really hope that 30 would hit, because I don't know, is there any AC that's 30 in this game?
I think there is, actually. I think some ancient dragons might have an AC over 30.
16 and 10, so 26 damage total.
26 damage total. Alright, Malcolm fires off, after killing the first one, fires off 2 more shots, which both managed to reach the fleshy innards of the turtle, but not penetrate far enough to kill it. It is looking in pretty bad shape, though.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to reload my weapons.
Thank you.
Okay.
And it was healthy.
want to become famous. Alright, so that brings us... Oh, Mira already took her turn. Hydra's turn. This one didn't get affected, so it's going to run by the telekinetics, so it's going to run forward. Natural 1.
It comes up to me and I'm like, hey, Hydra.
Alright, the Hydra runs forward, getting ready to bite. This time Malcolm's prepared for it, just kicks it in the head as it comes forward. Alright, half of its movement, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, still manages to make it back. How about that? God bless it, another natural 1. How in the hell does that happen twice in a row? Alright.
It's because it's for charity.
Yep, that's true. It's for the kids. Can't even get mad about it today.
Selena, if it is your birthday, happy birthday. I did not know.
Happy birthday, Selena. Oh, Miss Redneck says...
I think she's lying.
Yeah.
She's lying.
Well, happy birthday retracted. Oh, wait. 20, 25, 30... 35... This one's going after Mira. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I just realized I was muted.
20 to hit on Mira.
That's a fucking hit, goddammit.
$13 points of piercing damage. Let's see. Oop, almost forgot about some. $5, $10, $15, $20.
I swear to God, if we're surrounded again.
Natural 1. Man, it really does feel like the odds are being affected tonight because of what we're doing. Alright, so that one
It's
wasted
for the
a
kids,
shot.
man. It's for the kids.
Alright, so the Hydra runs up to the doors where Zuko is preparing to close himself in. It rushes up on him and he whacks it in the head with the door. Disorients him a little bit.
Oh, you hear that?
5, 10, 15, 20... 16 to hit.
Nope.
Alright. Oh, make sure Miss Redneck caught that one. Last one. Good, good, good. Alright, so I think that's the end of the Hydra. Zuko, what would you like to do?
He's gonna slam the door on their faces.
So they're both right there, huh?
Yep.
Ow.
I will. Obviously, they're right there. It's in range for my sword, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the one that's closer to death, I suppose, is the one that I'm going to attack first.
Let me check which ones these are. Oop. This is the one that hasn't been hit yet. So 7. Shit. Alright. Horribly mistyped that, but alright, so going after this one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you name it Sven?
What did it come out as? Servan? But you're going after 5. Roll for attack.
Mm-hmm. 27.
That's a hit.
Okay, 9 points of damage.
9 points. Wait, hold on, which one was it?
Come again?
Dang it. It's 5, right? Okay. 9 points. Alright. And second attack?
Same one.
Alright.
29.
Hits.
15 points.
That'll do it. Alright. So Zuko slashes out 2 more times with the sword, this time slicing the creature's head from its body. And it, of course, does not have the regenerative ability yet, so that's that. Alright, that's the end of Zuko's turn. Top of round 5. Mirror Malcolm.
You want to go first, Malcolm?
Well,
Let's see.
he's at disadvantage because they're all right on top of him.
Yeah, you
Oh,
guys
so I
are
would-
rounded.
So if you do the telekinetic blast again, that puts it back on equal footing.
Yeah.
Although
yeah,
last
I can do
time
that
I
again.
completely forgot to have them roll the dexterity saving throw. I just assumed they failed it.
Yeah, I can do that again.
Alright. So what was the save? 15?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do I need to roll 2, or is she like grabbing hold of me around my waist while she does it?
She probably has you duck and then...
I just picture
the
Mira
blast.
throwing her arms around me from behind and just goes.
Alright, so 1 failure.
Malcolm,
One
Malcolm
success.
wants his Yennefer moment. I'm gonna give it to him.
Alright, so this one succeeds. These two. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. Alright, so the only one... Oh, second attack, Mira?
Can I shoot around Malcolm at the one in front of him?
Yeah, you can fire through his space.
I like how Malcolm and I are like literally backing each other up.
I actually
You could
kind of
also
wish...
just. You also could literally just hit him with your sword too.
Yeah, I keep forgetting I have the sword. I wasn't sure if it would actually work.
Yeah. Oh, you took some damage, so you won't have the radiant damage on it.
Right. 24 to hit?
24 hits. And remember, that's double damage. Fire.
Okay.
Which one's... I just looked. 6.
We got 8 and 15 for the.
26 in damage?
Yep, I was gonna say 26 damage.
Alright. That one's gone. Again, firebolt hits right in the neck hole and just it fills the entire shell with flame as you smell a kind of, an amphibious meat cooking inside.
So I barbecued it.
Yep. Grilled turtle.
Now that's what I call a Hydra barbecue.
The only thing I can picture right now is the gif of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the wrestling ring just flaring his nostril.
You smell what Mira's cooking?
Can you smell?
Oh, so that one's done for. Alright, Malcolm.
I will shoot the one to the left, and I will be at disadvantage since I did the bonus action reload.
Right. Let's see, is number
So, let's
1.
see.
He's number 1.
So the first one, the lower one, is 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Second attack, the lower one is 18 to hit.
Hits.
Ooh, I missed the last one.
Wait, hold on. Before you do the... Well, yeah. Before you do the damage for the first 2, because I think that should probably take care of that one.
Oh. Oh, I did 34 points of damage. I did max damage on those shots.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Number 1's gone. So third shot would be aimed at this one. And you also have advantage because it's prone, I believe. We'll say you do.
Oh, so let me see. That means I could just roll 1 then, right? Should I re-roll or which one was first? Let me try bringing it up here. No, I rolled the 14 first, so it still would have missed.
Okay, so both shots missed? Or both?
I rolled a 14 and a 27. I rolled the 14 first, so even if I had the disadvantage nullified, I still would have rolled a 14, and it would have missed.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ouch.
That's the way I'm doing it.
All right. And no natural ones in that, right?
No.
All right.
Close. I rolled 3.
All right. That brings us to the Hydra. There's 2 left. Half of its movement, which is 20, 25, 30, 35. This one's going to go for Mira.
Oh, come on. Fuck you.
17 plus 8 hits, I'm sure.
Yeah.
7 points of piercing damage.
Ooh, I'm gonna use one of my chargers and I'm gonna shove my sword straight up your narrow little...
Right. Oops. Alright, which one is this? Servan. Servan. Is gonna go for Zuko. Natural 1. Man, that freaking dice never rolls natural ones.
Damn, today's your day to donate for the kids.
Did you get that, Miss Redneck? Thank you. So we are up to $16 total between myself and Ryan going to Extra Life. Last call. Anybody who streams and wants to get their name out there, if you donate $10 or more to Extra Life through our page before break, we will give you a special shout out. All right, Zuko, your turn.
Great. Well, obviously I'm going to attack with my sword. And that's a nat 1 for a total of 11.
Another natural 1. Second attack.
Uh, 18.
18 does hit.
Okay.
Alright. Zuko takes a second shot at Servan after the first arrow bounces off his shell. Almost comes back at him.
Oh, no, those are my swords.
Oh, sword, sorry. Yep, that's right. Point blank range. I was looking at your mini. I see the bow out.
Oh. And then 15 points of damage for the second one. Or, I'm sorry, 14.
14. Alright, looking pretty hurt, but not out of the fight yet. Top of round 6, Mira or Malcolm?
Me. I want to shove my sword up its ass.
I don't know if you really can see its ass.
If you do enough damage to kill the thing, I will allow a descriptive kicking it over and...
Alright, hold on, I gotta change from my spell sheet to the...
Correct. $18 total? 9 for each of us.
20.
20 hits. Roll for damage. What number is this?
Wait, which one's this?
I never named this one. How did I never name this one? It must be 3, I guess.
Bye-bye, no name. Hold on. I'm still having trouble seeing my dice roll for my damage. Like, I'm going two-handed and I can't tell which one's the one for two-handed.
It should be D10, I believe. Yeah.
Is it 2d10? Or is it 1?
Excuse me. If you're using the charge, I believe it's 1d10 for the sword and 1d10 for the radiant, if I remember correctly.
Okay, thanks, honey.
It's kind of funny. Oh, I have the Windows key locked. Just checking if that was in our chat.
9 plus 18.
9 plus 18. Oh yeah, it's done. So Mira, getting pissed off at being repeatedly bitten, kicks the thing in its head under the jaw so hard that it flips over in the air, and as it goes through, she just shish kebabs it as her sword lights up and it goes through, self-cooking. The sword comes out of its mouth and it's roasted with radiant fire. So that leaves one left. Second attack.
Yeah, where's the
Over here
last
by
one?
the door.
Alright, so I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Alright, roll for attack.
$27.
27, nice. Damage.
So that was a nat 20. So
Oh, so double. Right, yeah.
so the first one is the first D10 is 13. Oh crap! Oh wait, so everybody. Okay, so no, so.
Yo, let's just save time here. How do you want to do this? It's not surviving this.
I just want to roast it.
All right, so Zuko, as you see the last one getting ready to reach out and bite you again, its expression suddenly changes, wide-eyed in disbelief, and it for a second it looks like it's going to breathe fire at you, as Mira's fire bolt comes in from the back and goes up its throat. And you get just a little bit of a singe in the face, lose some of your eyebrow.
And Zuko tickles a little bit.
And as the last one dies, the last sound you hear before the throne room falls completely silent is the bubbling as the Mother Hydra's shell finally submerges under the water. Alright, so that is where we are going to go to break. Yeah, so they completely surprised me by decimating what should have been a deadly encounter, but I think we pulled it around and kept it entertaining. And in the process, we are up to $9 going to Extra Life from myself and Ryan each. And we will continue this game after we get back from break. Bear with me just a moment. Let me check our donation page. Alright, nothing added in yet, but you still have your chance if you are a streamer and want to get a shout out at the end of the stream, or when we get back, make sure you donate $10 or more to the link in the chat. And we will be back in about 10 minutes to continue the rest of our story. See you in a bit.
Oh, I checked. Two Hydras would have been a DC like 14, so it was deadly, but one was easy.
Oh, okay. So maybe that was my mistake. Maybe I checked
Oops.
the 2 and didn't check what the 1 would actually be if I dropped it down. All right, my mistake. All right,
I mean, I wonder if 2 even would have been deadly for us because we have a lot of damage output.
You guys are a bit OP. Who's Jake? Jake is the gentleman who plays Zuko. Oh, okay. You guys are having they're having their own conversation in chat. All right, so we are back. They managed to handily dispatch one Hydra and its children, taking only a little bit of damage. But the ancient throne room falls silent with the last sounds of bubbling from the shell of the mother Hydra sinking into the depths. And for the first time since you've stepped into the room, you're actually able to take in this large, cavernous, surprisingly well intact part of the ruin. Besides some holes in the floor, revealing the flooded foundation beneath. And towards the center of the room, you notice a long stone slab with the symbol of Cyuna engraved on the surface.
So it's the casket.
It seems like it could be essentially a seal for an under the floor sarcophagus.
Interesting.
What would you guys
I
like to do?
grabbed Mira by the shoulder and gave her a little nudge towards it.
Is it movable?
Would you like to go investigate?
Yes. Yes, I would.
You're the one with like 50,000 strength, so
Roll an investigation check as you check out the lid.
So that's a D20 plus my intelligence, correct?
Yep.
Uh, 17.
17. Looking around it appears there was a seal of some sort around the edges of the lid, but it's mostly dry rotted out at this point. You get the impression with a strong enough lift you should be able to bring the lid off.
Okay, then I would like to try and do that.
Right, roll a strength check.
at least when you didn't realize I was playing too.
I don't know
11?
if 11. You start to get it to move a little bit, but you're having a hard time getting it to flop over.
Can I roll again?
You want to give it another shot, or do you want help?
Like Malcolm said, I'm the one that's got the strongest strength.
Yeah, sure, you can give it another shot.
Oops. Mhm. 16 plus 6, that's 22?
22. All right, that'll do it. All right, first shot, you get your fingers under it and you try to lift it up, and it slips out of your grip, falls back down. You take a deep breath, really bear into it, rip it off of the top, and it flips over onto its side. Inside, you see the skeletal remains of a person who's much too short for a casket this size, laying pretty much dead center, and in its crossed arms you see another silver dagger with a small diamond-shaped hole where the blade meets the hilt.
Okay, I reach for the dagger.
As you bend down to reach in to grab it, you notice that the small white crystal that had once disappeared into your chest when it was given to you has now come back out and is magnetically drawn towards the dagger.
The crystal is a necklace, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is kind of like floating out towards the dagger as you reach down for it. And Mira, you reach down in and you pry the dagger out of the very stiff crossed arms of this small halfling. Excuse me. And as you pull it out, it kind of warms up in your hands, and your necklace continues to be drawn towards the dagger.
Okay, I take off my necklace.
Okay.
And put the diamond in the diamond slot.
Okay. Mira takes off her necklace and places the crystal into the perfectly sized opening in the hilt. And as she does, the entire dagger seems to glow as if being hit by unseen sunlight. And the hilt extends, the pommel rounds out, the crossguard extends outward, and the blade becomes more narrow and longer until it looks very similar to the blade you currently carry, Mira, but newer and more innately magical. It has a consistent glow, much like your sword does when you use one of the charges. You can add... Ooh, where'd it go? I lost it. Cyuna's Heart to your inventory. This longsword has a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. In addition to the base damage of the weapon, which is of course your normal longsword, either 1d8 or 1d10 depending on how many hands you're using, you do an additional 1d10 radiant damage regardless of what your health is. And once per turn, you can use one of the following special features of the weapon. Spin attack, which causes you to charge the blade and elegantly swing it at arm's length around you. All creatures within 10 feet must make a dexterity saving throw equal to 10 plus your strength modifier, or take 2d10 radiant damage. So you don't actually even have to hit them. The radiant damage extends from the blade. Divine Chakram, which is a ranged attack that you can make with the sword. 200 inside range, 350 outside range. You use your dexterity modifier for that attack. And it releases a ring of radiant energy doing 2d10 radiant damage on a hit. Or you can use its drain attack. When you pull back from your attack, you pull a piece of the creature's life force with it. You can then use the HP taken from the creature to heal any creature you can see.
Nice. By the way, how do I look up the sword to add it to my inventory?
Let's see here. Actually, why don't I just go ahead and do it for you?
If you keep doing it for me, how am I gonna learn?
Okay. Well, I don't know how the app works because I don't use the app.
Okay. Alright, good point.
Wherever you add inventory items, like when you hit inventory, does it have a search bar?
When I hit inventory.
Mm-hmm.
I have a button that says add items.
That should be it. Click on that and
Yep.
then see if you can search for it.
How do you spell Cyuna?
Cyuna.
Cyuna's heart.
Yep. Now you can,
Awesome.
mind you, of course, you'll have to unattune from the blade of the Helli's Ritter to replace it.
Right. I'm okay with that.
So you can add that into your inventory. Make sure you select it as equipped. And
Done.
attuned. Sweet. All right. As you feel the blade in your hand, it is lighter than any other sword you've ever carried, and seems to be an extension of your arm. And you can. There's this constant presence of the divine energy inside of it.
That's pretty damn cool.
Again, as the weapon finishes its transformation, you feel this ethereal ripple briefly emit from the blade, and it travels through you, and you can sense it traveling beyond the walls of the chamber and to the world beyond. Once again, you get the distinct feeling that those sensitive to it across the world know that Cyuna's heart has been awoken. And with that, you now have 2 of the 4 weapons needed to destroy Orcus, or at least banish him from this realm.
You still need to get yours, Malcolm.
And we need to find who were the 4th champions.
Who knows? Alaric came to us. Maybe the 4th might find us again.
True. We may also want to investigate how we could see if we could actually find them. Like if we can sense who they are.
You've got a point there.
But we'll get the 3rd weapon first, and we'll go free my Faja.
Hi, Shook. Thank you for stopping by. Going pretty good. Just so you know, we are doing a special deal for the charity stream tonight. Any streamer who would like to do so, if you donate $10 or more to Extra Life through our link, we will give you a special shout out. Alright, so you guys have the sword in hand.
Well, we got what we came for. We can go now.
It is now approximately
Get your father.
noon. You've got a 3-day travel ahead of you.
Is there anything else? Like I know that we explored a little bit before we got here. Do you guys think we should explore any more before we head out?
Who
Search
knows
the
if there's
body.
anything in the lower levels? Dude, we already took what we needed. Come on, leave the body alone.
I'm
No,
not
it's
talking about
fine.
the Hydra. I'm talking like treasure. This used to be a fairly wealthy kingdom, didn't it?
He's got a point.
We do have all the fish
Well,
people
it's
have been here for a while, though, so I wonder how much is actually left anywhere.
Yeah, good
Right.
point. Well,
It's up
who's
to you
got
guys.
the water breathing necklace? Because I don't think it's
Me.
me. You
Me,
go down there and check.
I don't want to find anything that can kill me.
But what if it doesn't kill you?
What?
It just makes you stronger.
Gonna be like that now.
Gonna find that other Hydra I was hiding.
We gotta find a daddy.
See, I would just.
Daddy Hydra.
Oh, God. I would stick my head into the water and like take a peek if I could see anything, but I know Malcolm would kick me into the water.
I
would
did
leave
not
the
do
room
anything to
and
that
close the
code,
door.
Selena. I don't know why it's not working. There you go.
I
It was
will.
delayed.
I will leave the room and close the door behind me if you want to look
Oh.
into the water.
I mean, sure, I guess I will.
I would
Okay, you're
trust.
looking now in the hole in like the throne room.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, roll an investigation check.
$18.
Okay, you stick your head in the hole, look around. You notice this part of the palace does not have a lower level. It appears that this was a standalone part of the structure, and of that area that's filled with water is just a foundation.
Okay, so nothing going on.
Nothing there, no.
Okay.
Okay then.
The only parts of the lower levels you guys have not explored was the back end before you get to the throne room. Behind that room with the small pyramid-like structure in it where you found the fish folk.
Hmm.
If you'd like, I can bring up the map again to show you guys where you... Oops, that's not the right one. New Palace Ruins. Let's go back to display. Alright, so there's the throne room. Goodness, what happened? Oh, it brought that thing back up. Alright, so there's this room over here. You guys already went in there. And there's a lower level that goes just about this far. There you go. There's this section here that would be require going back to the council chambers and finding your way through this door, most likely, or finding a gap.
It's up to you guys. We don't have to go explore all that if you don't want to. If you guys don't think there's going to be anything worth looking for there.
Like I said, I'm not really doing it because I don't have the water breathing necklace. So I'm not sure how long I could actually even hold my breath.
We did that has roll something for that a while ago.
What's that?
You had us roll something for holding your breath in the water a while
That
back.
was like a while back.
No, I don't think it's a roll. I think it's determined by your Constitution modifier. Let's see. Hold. Oops.
Yeah, that's the Constitution modifier. I just can't remember the math.
I'm gonna guess just the modifier because mine's I can hold breath for 2 minutes.
A number
And
of
my
minutes equal to 1 plus your Constitution modifier.
So 3 minutes?
I guess I was at 3.
Yep, sounds right.
Hyra, you would have been 3 as well. I'm the most breathable person with 4 until Zuko got the necklace.
Yes.
That is true. Yeah, I remember that.
So what you guys want to do? As you come out of the room, Wolfric whimpers at you, by the way, Mira.
No. I'm okay.
Yeah, you
with
think it's even worth spending time to search a couple of more rooms, or
It's a 3-day journey ahead. So.
I mean, we're going to want to rest, but I don't know if we're going to want to rest where these fish folk are going to come back in. They think we're gods. So,
if they see us sleeping, that's not cool.
Yep. I agree with you. Oops.
well, I mean, the Hydra slept, but I think it always has at least one head awake, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds right. According to what I've read. Yeah.
That is correct.
So it would have always been awake. So, will they think we're not gods anymore if they see us sleeping?
Well, I would think so.
Gods don't sleep, so yeah, they would.
So I'd say we would need to decide how much time we have here, and maybe we skip town before they see us again.
I guess how fast can you swim, Zuko?
I'm fine with just walking back out the front door.
Yeah, me too.
Alright, so you guys want to leave the Palace of Earsborn?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright. So, you guys make your way to the front, I assume back to the same hole that you entered through?
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys make your way back through the palace towards the hole in the wall that allowed you entrance. And you swim across the unintentional moat and back onto relatively solid ground. And as you look back at the ancient Palace of Earsmore, there's this strange sensation as you look on it and realize that as you have removed the heart of Cyuna, it is now just an ancient ruin. And everything special about it is now leaving with you. With the exception of it still being the resting place of one of Mira's ancestors. It is now an empty ruin, devoid of purpose and of wealth, and will now likely be forgotten by time as the last of its remains gradually sink into the swamp and are eroded away by water and time. So,
It's kind of
proceeding.
sad now you say it.
So you guys heading straight back to town? I assume we're taking the same path you used to get here?
Yeah.
Since you guys already
Yeah.
know what that has. So, I'm not going to make you guys travel it day by day this time.
As interesting as that was.
2, 3. As you travel, if you guys are keeping track of the time, you have passed the first of Spirenda, the second month of the year. You also are, as you're almost back to the city of Lorem Sur, Malcolm probably is the first one to realize that some money just hit your bank account. As it's the due date for your royalties from the shipyard. So, make note of that the next time you're somewhere where you can check the bank.
Okay, am I going nuts or is the water moving?
The water's moving.
Okay,
It ripples slightly.
that's cool.
Speaking of which... Alright, so any conversations, any discussions during your 3-day trip? Anything you guys
Well, I think I need to make sure I let my father know via the scroll of message when we're going to be back.
I agree.
I guess we probably do want to do some planning for that as well.
Right.
Any thoughts that you want to discuss with the party on the way? Things you want to bounce off of them?
Well, I think we talked a little bit about Mira being a compatriot of the person I initially said was the bounty hunter. That Malcolm killed the real bounty, the bounty hunter that I was presented to them as, and she's going to take me in as a prisoner. And then I think we're pretty much just going to be killing every last noble in the palace.
Sounds like a blast.
All right. So if there's nothing else, roughly 3 days pass. You're approaching noon again. You're still out in the wilderness when Malcolm, you hear a muffled voice coming from your coat.
I grab my coat.
It is the Vox Caspa.
I figured.
Captain, this is Dustchin. Come in.
Hello, Dustchin. What can I help you out with?
Just wanting to let you know I'm coming back into Lorem Sur. Don't know if you're back in town yet, but if not, figured I'd let you know I'll be stopping by the Casa del Sol Naciente for a drink or two. And you're more than welcome to meet me there. I figure this ship stopping down twice from only a few moments at a time might raise suspicion, so figured I'd come in and actually spend a little time in the city.
So, we'll meet you there for a drink whenever we arrive.
Sounds good, Captain. See you soon. Alright. So, you are approaching the city. Anything else you guys want to do?
Yeah, I want to make sure that I am wearing my hood, my hair is black, and I'm hiding my medallion.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yes, people don't take kindly to huntsmen.
Anybody else got anything?
I mean, if we're trying to go for stealth, I'll just turn invisible.
Okay. I mean, you're going into the city. I don't know how... I mean, the reason Mira's being discreet is because, unlike in the Empire, huntsmen are still kind of startling to people.
I guess I will put on the... I'll use the Mask of Many Faces to just kind of go nondescript.
Okay,
Not
so
anybody specific.
not Inigo Montoya, just
Yeah.
Gray Man.
Yep.
All right. Alrighty. So it takes about another hour for you guys to make your way through the edge of the swamp and into the city. And you start to hear the sounds of life, carts, horses. It's about change. And you come back into the city center. Malcolm, you think back to the call from Dustin where he said he was going to be. And it takes you a moment, but then you remember the name of this particular pub. And you remember it being a very rough place, but it was a good place to run your scams in some ways, because everybody there was usually there for some nefarious purpose. On the other hand, though, it was also a lot easier for people to recognize when they're being made a mark because they do it themselves. But you do remember exactly where it is, and you can make your way there if you so choose.
I guess we can just wait. Anybody else?
No, of course, I'm following you, so.
Alright, so as you guys approach a somewhat slummy side of the city, you approach this very small, rundown tavern that, if not made, if for the fact it was made from completely different materials, reminds you very much of the Fool's Purse from Elta. And as you come up towards the front of the building, you hear the sound of breaking wood and glass as the form of a fairly large person is thrown ass first through the window and out onto the street, which doesn't startle Malcolm at all. And the two of you realize why a few seconds later, as you see a human man in an apron, looks to be a bartender. Immediately after the first guy goes through the window, comes up with a replacement, kind of sticks it in place, hammers it into the gap.
Hey, oh no.
You get the impression he has tons of standbys because this happens on a regular basis. And as you open the front door, you immediately hear the rowdy interior, lots of drunk and angry voices, shouting and cheering, and sounds of breaking mugs and coins being placed on various tables, card games going on, bets being made. And you step into the somewhat dim interior, trying not to make yourself too conspicuous. What would you like to do?
I'd like to take a quick glance around for Dustin.
Roll a perception check.
That's a nat 20 for a total of 28.
Nice.
Damn.
So it is actually a little bit of a challenge at first to spot him, because when you do finally see him, you realize he blends very well into this environment. And he is in a dark corner at a table enjoying a nice tall mug of something. Looks very contented. But he is alone, sitting at a corner table.
I'll head on over and I'll act like somebody completely different. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "You're at my table."
We're just gonna
Oh,
stand and walk for a minute.
Roll an intimidation check.
nat 20 for a total of 22.
Jesus Christ.
It's a tie. Do it again. Or if you want to add something.
I don't know what else I would add. I just rolled another fucking nat 20. 22. I've rolled 3 nat 20s in a row. Why can't I get
Holy
under by
shit.
freaking shooting something?
Right?
Another tie! Alright, we're just going to move this forward narratively, because clearly you're not going to outdo him.
So, like, I stare at him, he stares at me, I stare at him, he stares at me, and then I kneel down and like...
Sorry, just waiting in the background.
Well, no, hold on 1 second. So he takes a nice long swig from his mug, not breaking eye contact with you, takes out a dagger, sticks it in the table, says, I don't see your name on it, but it'll be on your ass in a moment if you don't step back.
Oh!
I pull out my gun, slam it next to his dagger, and then I drop the mask of many faces for a minute, and I'm like, how's it going, buddy?
As soon as he sees the gun put down on the table, he's like, "Oh, hi, Malcolm."
I pick it back up off the table, throwing it in my fingers before putting it back in my holster.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, have a seat, Captain. Just got here a few moments ago myself.
Of course, I take a seat
Yep, we follow suit.
and wave somebody over. Is it that kind of bar, or is it we have to go up to the bar to order kind of thing?
Good question.
There's a couple bartenders around, and some of ones behind the bar, some of them are around cleaning tables. But yeah, you wave one of them down, you ask for a drink, and they're more than happy to go get it for you. Of course, presuming a tip is on its way.
Yeah.
All of the alcohol here is dirt cheap and low quality, but
It's alcohol.
people come here more for the atmosphere. So,
Excuse me.
drinks all around would be like 3 silver, tip not included.
How much would it be to buy a round for everybody in the tavern?
That's a good question.
That would come at to about a gold piece.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
I'm gonna grab 2 gold pieces and hand them to the person and say, "Everyone."
All right. Somehow, in spite of the boisterous noise in the tavern, and you're sure nobody could possibly be hearing any conversation you're having at that table, as soon as you announce that you're buying rounds for the entire tavern, everybody immediately looks at you and erupts in applause. How much did you throw down?
2 gold pieces.
2 gold
Throw
pieces.
down. I handed it very discreetly to the person.
Somehow, yet they still noticed. But 1 gold for the tip, or
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And yeah, so the bartender is super happy and rushes immediately over to start pouring drinks for everyone in the tavern, starting with you and your party.
Damn straight.
Dustin says, "Brave Captain. I'm sure that most of the people in here will appreciate that, but now everybody in here also knows you're loaded."
You're gonna get robbed.
I'm loaded, and so are my guns.
Damn.
So, Captain, got what you came for?
I would
We
say
did,
so.
but we have one more thing we have to pick up still.
All right.
My father.
Your father.
My father. He was once a prominent inventor, and they stripped him of his land and title and have him working the fields for a local noble person in the city. And they're trying to capture me. So we're gonna free my father and take care of that noble house at the same time.
All right. Well, that answers my next question. Well, how exactly do you intend to do this?
Our thought process is Mira is going to take me in as a captive. She's going to be presenting herself as a bounty hunter that captured me to get us past the initial gate and into the Lord's manor house and get me a face-to-face with him. And then all hell will be unleashed upon the noble house.
So, I presume that means you're going to need Serenity nearby for a quick escape, then.
Correct.
Right. Well, Captain, you know I'm all for this, but you think things were bad when you were a fugitive before. If Serenity's seen involved with this, this is the last time we come to Rumlin.
It's up to you guys. What do you guys think we should go in quieter with it, or?
I mean, is there any way we could disguise the ship?
It would take a lot of magic.
Dustin laughs and he's like, "This is one of the most unique-looking ships I've ever seen in my life." It's, if it was a normal run-of-the-mill airship, it'd be easy enough to change the name in a few places, but
I'll put some sails on it. I don't know.
Go.
look,
See,
I'm not saying that it's a problem. I just wanted to make sure you're okay with putting Rumlin behind you forever.
See, this is something similar I was also thinking of, is that if we were able to make a copy to our wizard store, we could load in and close the door behind us, and somebody else could open the door, and we could, like, be instantly teleported.
Hey, Matt, question.
Yep.
Is a basic ship.
Basic, like, the cheapest?
Yeah.
Bear with me just a moment. I think I remember where it is. Magic items. Oop, mind my business.
Because I mean, our ship I thought was like $2,500.
Yeah, it was custom design. You had it rushed. Where is it? Ah, there we go. The cheapest you'd be looking at would be about 2,000 gold pieces. But of course, you'd also have to find one that was for sale nearby or find another shipyard.
Okay. I mean, or we could, like, fucking steal a ship, meet Serenity out in, like, a field outside of town, crash the ship, have it explode, and take its death.
Or we buy a ship and then burn that one. Whatever.
Dustin nods at
either
all
way,
these
I've got
ideas.
4,000 gold.
I mean, we're pretty loaded, so I think we could
Yeah.
blow a couple $1,000.
All sound like good ideas. Another thing you should consider, no matter what plan you go with, if you're going to do a full-scale assault on this bear with me just a moment, I can get back to my notes. If you're going to do a full-scale assault on the Hacienda, might be a good idea to create some diversionary tactics. I mean, perhaps spread a rumor that someone's going to be going after a different part of the facility, so some of his guards are elsewhere on the property. Or perhaps even hire somebody to actually attack another part of the property and try to steal something. And he looks around the pub. He's like, a whole slew of good applicants right here.
Nice.
And again, believe me, I'm not against full frontal assaults. I know this was your home once upon a time. I don't know if you want to make it so that you can't come back.
I
But
mean,
it is a
I could
rough
always still come back. I would just have to kill whoever's in charge again. So,
Wow. Aggressive much?
I mean, it's truth. I'm not lying.
Malcolm's like, fuck this system.
So he's talking about having like a diversionary force attacking the other side of the compound, and then we would sneak in like the other side, probably the side closest. Okay, so I'm sure I walked around everywhere. How far away from, like, is there a hill or a wall or something that might be able to hide Serenity?
It's pretty flat land down here. Of course, Serenity can move pretty damn fast too, so as soon as you could keep them away initially, and when you need to escape, call them in, but one way or another, it's probably going to be spotted at some point in connection with what goes down here.
It's just, I can't think of any way to make it invisible, short of spending a lot of money to make Serenity completely stealthy. If we even can, because I don't know how invisibility works in D&D.
Well, we could buy another ship. I like the plan Zuko was given. You know, we can kind of blow up the other ship and make them all think, you know, they did.
I mean, we could always pay someone in the shipyard and say, hey, we'll pay you this. Say your ship is stolen. And, you know,
Let us
then
blow it up.
Dustin cuts you off. Seems like a lot of extra steps when we could just, you know, actually steal one.
There we go.
I like how Dustin's like, wait a minute.
Tristan's becoming a pretty good pilot. I trust him to take Serenity out somewhere where we can meet him. We crash the old ship that was stolen. Your father is presumed dead.
You're also presumed dead.
Pretty
Most
much.
likely.
Let's go steal this airship.
All right,
Yeah.
well, next question is, do we want something with weapons to use it as part of the attack? Are you still planning on posing as your captured self and collecting the reward money before getting your father out?
Yes. So I think we're gonna have to time this to where once I'm presented it to the Lord, then we will have the diversionary force attack, so that it pulls some of the guards out of the room. We take care of the people there, and then free my father, and head to the wall, to the airship. What do you guys think?
I think it's a good idea, and I think Wolfric should go back to Serenity, though.
Alright, Captain, here's my thoughts. Step 1. Well, I assume you know the place well enough to have something in mind for that, someone might want to steal, far away from the main structure where you'll be freeing your father.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head because it's been a month since we played, but I'm sure I do know something.
Well, let's see, what do we usually use for memory?
Knowledge check? Or history check?
Yeah, let's
History
do
check.
a history check.
18 total.
You do recall on the far end, or what used to be the far end of the property, there was a small secured structure where not gold and silver and stuff like that, but valuable commodities were stored. Spices and stuff like that, coffees, things like that were stored safely.
Okay.
And away from the main structure so they wouldn't draw too much attention, but you know where it is.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That works for me because we could we could hire some of these folks, and let them know that they can sell whatever they get from the shed as well. The structure.
Well, here's what I'm thinking, Captain. Step 1, we hire one of these fine folks to plan a heist on that commodity shed you're talking about. In the meantime, while they're planning their heist, we discreetly spread the rumor that the heist will be going down. So that the word eventually reaches back to your former benefactor, and he puts more of his guards in that general area. Their heist goes wrong, but most of his defenses are far away when you finally make your move. You collect the reward and your father. Blast your way out of there if you have to. Before we go, we steal a ship, or I can take care of that portion easily enough. Up to you who you send with me, or if anyone at all, but I think I might be able to handle that on my own. Ship's waiting for you when you escape with your father. Most likely somebody gets a name of the ship. We travel out into the wilderness where Serenity's waiting for us. Crash the airship somewhere where it'll easily be found after a short amount of time. And you're both presumed dead, and Serenity is not involved.
Sounds good.
So is he going to be stealing an airship from the shipyards or from the Lord Manor?
Well, from the docks nearby.
Okay.
Most likely. Of course, you'll have to time it too, so it's not reported missing before the whole thing goes down. So that'll be one of the last steps. Bear with me, I need to find something here.
What do you think, Mira? Do you think we should Zuko do that with him, or do you think we'll need Zuko with our end?
Right.
I think Zuko can go with Dustin.
Okay. That's where I'm
No.
needed most.
Because if nothing else, you can turn invisible and just walk onto an airship.
Yep.
No. Yeah, that's where I'm most needed, and no arguments.
Alright, bear with me just a moment here. Sowing rumors. Alright. It's determined. Okay, so, Captain, I figure we stay on the ship. We do the hiring today. Tell them their best chance of getting in is about 6 days from now. We use that same time to start going around town spreading the rumor that a heist is going to be pulled on the manor, on the shed.
Works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And we keep our eye out, see if there's a ship staying in the docks long term enough for us to grab, or we might just grab the first one that docks the day of.
And then we'll also I'll also have, that gives me plenty of time to apprise my father of what the plan is.
Right. Well, then first step, how much do we want? Well, how many people do we want to hire for this fake heist? I mean, totally real, definitely going to be successful. Everyone's going to be rich heist.
What do you guys think? 20 people? Do I know approximately how many guards there are of that manor? From my time there, or?
Crap, we discussed this. About 6 to every acre? No, it was 2 to every acre. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
And how many acres is the property?
30?
So there'd be 60 guards there. He's not going to move all the guards to that side of the.
But he would
Of
move at
property.
least half.
And he would shift everything in that direction since he knows something's coming. Plus, you know his property is extended and that shed was at the edge of the old property, so it's somewhat in. You'd probably try to surround the acreage without taking too many off of himself, but...
So let's make it even odds and see if we can hire about 30 people.
How much would that cost?
Dustin thinks about it. Well, what we're talking about having them do, I think upfront cost would be at least 10 gold pieces a person.
Not too bad.
Oh, no, that's okay.
So you're looking at 300 gold pieces. Are we keeping them all apprised of each other, or are we creating multiple teams here?
It'd probably make more sense for them to be apprised of each other.
All right. He
That way they're more cohesive of a hairy force over there.
Dustchin clears his throat, says, Zuko, you carry a bunch of spare keys on you, don't you?
I do.
Can I have one?
Sure.
Alright, so you hand him one of the keys. He walks up to the bartender, passes a gold piece across the counter. You see them exchange a conversation. And you see the bartender calls over what appears to be the pub's bouncer. Has a brief conversation with him. You see the bouncer starting to clear out all but about 30 people.
Okay.
All right, gents, have a proposition for all of you. Hold on a second. He holds up the key. He says, "I have in my hand a key to the commodity shed held on the property of the Hacienda de Valos Hacienda." Oh, sorry, I repeated myself. The De Valos Hacienda. Inside is thousands of gold pieces, hundreds of thousands of gold pieces worth of valuable spices, sugars, coffees, all simply sitting in a nondescript shed. And this is the key to get inside. Now we are looking for about 30 people to plan and execute a heist. About 6 days from now, there will be a transition of the guards that will leave the property at its least defended. And we think that will be the ideal time to strike. There's 10 gold pieces up front. For your expenses and planning, and 10% of the sale price. He kind of looks over at you, Malcolm, to make sure that sounds good.
I nod.
10% of the sale of these stolen goods will be spread among you. Those of you who survive, of course. He kind of chuckles. Is everyone interested? Most of them are drunk. From the looks of them, broke. And now super excited. So Dustchin begins to set this in motion.
Does anybody feel guilty that we're setting like 30 people to their deaths, possibly?
No.
A little bit.
Was that too quick?
Dustchin hears this conversation and says, Captain, don't worry. They'll spend the last days of their lives richer than they've ever been. 10 gold pieces is a lot to these people. And some of them will, in fact, survive. Of course, they're not getting in that shed, but again, 10 gold pieces richer. All right, so, all right, again, flying by the seat of my pants here, but this is much more exciting. So, he begins to set that in motion. Who's paying the 300 gold?
I'll do it.
You just want to split it evenly?
Yeah, we can split it evenly because we're going to be splitting the reward money too.
So minus
that's
100 gold pieces.
Yep. All right, so over the course of 6 days, you guys need to make sure that the rumor gets back to the Hacienda of what's going to happen, but in a way that's both reliable and not so obvious that they feel like it's a setup. So, what would you guys like to do to help?
I mean,
This along.
Malcolm, you remember how kids were do a chain for information?
Well, like telephone, you mean?
Yeah.
Telephone game?
Like you used
A little bit.
to track down that guy in Palhas.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was I wonder if there's some kind of informant network that Davalos would probably have agents in as well. That would probably be the easiest way to get it directly to him.
And it'd be reliable because it came from his sources.
That's very good.
do you think these drunk people end up spilling their guts? Oh yeah, we're robbing this place in a week.
I mean, it's very possible. But who's gonna believe a couple of drunk people?
Right.
Right.
But it's one piece of the puzzle. Malcolm, go ahead and roll an investigation check to see if you can get a bead on the network that you know exists in most cities.
Ooh. 3?
No.
You spend a couple days during this week, and you just cannot. There's kids running around, but a few of them you try to chat with, try to get an idea if they're part of anything like this. All of them seem to be a little bit confused at why you're bothering them.
Are the night shifters only in the one city we were in, or are they in all the cities?
They're across the continent. They're strongest on the west coast. So you want to take another shot at
looking for night shifters. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. Again, investigation check to see if you can. This one will be with advantage. You're part of the organization, so you know the signs to look out for.
18.
18. You do manage to track down a solitary solitary member of the.
Okay. Solitary member. Okay.
Yep. And so you explain to him what you're trying to accomplish and what you were trying to do before you failed.
Yeah.
He kind of chuckles that you weren't able to identify the right kids, but he sympathizes with what you're trying to do, and says he'd be more than happy to put the word out into the network and make sure. So you want the network to tell Davalos that this attack on the commodity shed is going to happen and when it's going to happen, right?
Sure.
Right.
Okay. So you've got two prongs. One, potential leaks within the 30 people that are doing it. Oh, I just thought of something. When you were hiring these guys, did you use your normal Malcolm face?
Oh shit.
No, because whenever I dropped my face for Dustin, I said it was only for a second.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay.
I was curious because that would be really interesting if they got out, they described you, and the description was just close enough for them to realize, holy shit, it's Percival. Percival's hiring people to attack my compound.
I guess we could, because that will also lead credence to the fact that I'm in town, and it'll make them actually believe that it really is me for the being turned in for the bounty. So, can we retcon that?
Yeah, I'll allow it because it's fun. Rule of cool. All right, so you've got two prongs out there. Leaks within the 30, and now you've got the underground network putting this bug in his ear.
I guess a leak where they're like, yeah, this guy looks like Malcolm, it's going to be more believable too.
anything else you guys want to do to, or for that matter, anything you guys want to buy, things you feel like you're gonna need. Oh, by the way, you guys can all hit long rest and make sure your health points are back up.
Nothing I can think of.
I can't think of anything. Do we have enough health potions to do this shit? Just in case.
Well, I mean, you, you have that ability to heal people now three times a day.
Yeah, that's true.
You also got the sword,
But,
so you can steal
yeah.
people's hit points. And...
well, that's what I was talking about, was the sword too. So,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I usually dodge 90% of attacks. So, yeah, I think we're fine. That
Okay.
you know, that wise at least, anyways.
Okay.
Alright, Matt, I'll be right back, Matt.
Okay. All right. So no supplies that you feel like you need.
No, I'll check with the bank though if there's a bank in Rumlin.
All banking in Rumlin is run through the Empire.
So they won't have the update for us?
It's not your network, no.
Okay. So they would come. They would be like, "Do you want to know your balance? $5."
Yeah. Yeah. All much more feudal system down here anyway. Not a lot of personal wealth, with the exception of the lords. All right. So no supplies. The ship will be left for essentially the day of. Bear with me, I'm just trying to do a lot of planning in my head on the fly here. You got nothing, Jake?
No, I mean, maybe if we were to get some gunpowder to blow up the ship, the one that we steal, or we steal one with cannons, so that way it already has gunpowder.
Okay, so do you want to spend any of this week keeping an eye on the docks?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
All right. So Zuko, go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage, because Duskchin will be with you.
$16.
16. Okay, so you spend some of the week, especially the latter part of the week, watching ships come in. A lot of them do what you guys did the first time around, docking very briefly and then getting the hell out of Dodge. But towards the end of the week, a few ships unloading a decent amount of cargo dock. And it looks like it'll actually take them a couple days to get it all cleared off, especially with the poor infrastructure here for airships. So Duskchin starts talking to you about some of the potential targets. You've got a ship with an air envelope, like the Vestige was, and crystals for speed. So very big and obvious, but fast. Is one potential, and all it has as far as munitions is ballistas on top on the deck. There's another one that uses sails for speed, but crystals for lift. So it's slower, but it is also decently armed. And Dustin asked your opinion on what would be the better option.
So the one is bigger and slow, or is faster and a bit bigger, but it's a bit so it's a bit more obvious, even if it does move a little bit quicker.
Yeah, and it's also poorly armed. It wouldn't be able to take the roof off of the building if that's what you wanted it to come down to. But it would be able to escape with you fast, and it would definitely draw attention. The other one is...
You guys think we're actually going to need to use the airship in the fight at all? Or do you think we'll be okay?
I'm sure it would help.
Dustin points out it could be done, and one other trade-off, though, with using cannons on the building or anything like that, you have the potential of hurting somebody you don't want to with the roof coming in.
Like us?
You or your dad, or yeah. Well, but also it could also hurt any defenses that you are dealing with, and would give you a direct escape route out the top.
What are you guys thinking? I'm myself. I'm leaning more towards the faster, bigger one myself. I don't think we're going to really need to do too much.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's going to be
well, no, because I mean, honestly, I think it's really good. More than anything, it's going to be a matter of us, getting the reward money, killing everybody in the room with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can just grappling hook right out of a fucking window and run to the house where my dad's at.
Okay, that's what you want to do. We'll get
that
the
off
fast
the property.
Do we have any grappling hooks?
Yeah, they're in our explorer packs.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you guys are satisfied with your plan so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you're going so bigger and faster with no weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so...
Let me... Actually, when you said supplies, let me think really quickly.
Okay.
Let me bring up the player handbook real quick to see if I might want a different weapon. Now that you mention it, if I'm not going to be armed with my guns on me. Well, I guess Mira could be holding them. I guess.
Yeah, I got you.
I could just grab them from her when the signal or time is right.
Yep. Of course, just like with the way you did it with Mira, it'll be a manner of passing your gun belt essentially. So it'll be an object in play.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like last time, I think I tossed it to you.
Well, like when Mira was the prisoner. What was it? Malcolm, you had to set her sword down by a table, which got picked up by Zuko. So yeah, it'll be a little more complicated than if they were right on top of you.
Okay.
It'll require the action of you getting rid of your restraints and Mira passing the belt to you and you getting it on. Or just yanking the guns out The holsters, of course, that's going to put you at a disadvantage for reloading, but...
Let me... I would like to just try to see if I can find a couple of rapiers.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You find a swordsmith.
They don't need to be magical, but maybe, like, decent quality. So maybe, like, +1 or something, I guess. Or is +1 automatically magical? I don't know how that works exactly.
Yeah, generally +1 automatically means some level of enchantment, but +1 is some master smiths learn that basic level, even if they can't make it do things like fire damage and shit like that. They're master craftsmen are able to get that basic level of enchantment. So you want to try for the +1?
Yeah.
Make that investigation check. An investigation and a stealth, because now you're asking for high-end weapons. Want to make
Well,
sure
the investigation was a 20, so
okay.
at 20. And then the stealth was a 14.
Good ratio. Okay. So you managed to track down somebody who can get you in touch with a master smith that is able to make these +1 rapiers. And you feel like you did it discreetly enough that nobody's going to tell anybody that you were looking for this shit. And let's see, what's the standard cost on a rapier? Alright. Okay, so between the higher end work and of course the extra money for making this transaction discreetly, we'll call it $225 a piece.
I'll pay it.
Okay. And on the bright side, if you at some point decide you don't need them anymore, they'll retain their value for quite a while. Wait, you know what? Let me write that down somewhere. Alright, I already know if you decide to sell them what you'll be able to get rid of them for. So, it's noted on my screen. In case you decide to do that.
Yeah.
Right. That all you need?
I do have 2 +1 daggers that I'd like to try to sell. I don't think I've ever used them. I maybe used them like twice, maybe.
Pull that back out.
Sorry.
No worries. This is fun. I'm looking forward to this. Splitting the party. All kinds of cool cloak and dagger shit going on. This is going to be a blast. Alright, so... where did you get the daggers? Oh wait, were those from Fort Anexa?
I think so.
Okay, so just the high-end thieves' daggers. Or assassin's daggers, that's what it was.
Yeah, it just said dagger +1 on the character sheet, so I'm not sure exactly.
You're trying to sell both of them?
Yeah.
Call it 92 gold pieces per dagger.
Okay. So 92 times 184, make a little bit of my money back.
That's how you do it. Alright, anybody else need anything?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, so you guys gather the last of supplies, make the last of your plans, and anxiously await for the day of the fake heist and the real heist to go down. Malcolm and as night begins to fall, I assume you want to do this at night, right? Actually, I didn't even ask. How are you wanting to?
I would say yes.
Nighttime? Alright. So as the sun begins to set... Oh wait, I should add 6 days to the calendar, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is now the 8th of Sprenda, just so you know. I need to check double check when... Let's see. Our get was at 3 months on the 2nd of Wintercrest. Let's see. So that's 3 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 months. 1, 2, 3. Argette will be 6 months pregnant 1 week from today, just so you know. Alright, so as the sun begins to set, Zuko, Duskchin, Mira, and Malcolm wish each other luck and go their separate ways, as Mira and Malcolm head down off of the cliff towards the hacienda, and Zuko and Duskchin discreetly make their way back towards the ship docking area. You all have your plans in your head and your best hopes for making it away with both the money and Malcolm's father. And that, though it is early, is where we will end our session. We are going to wrap it up early this week because this is definitely going to be more complicated than I originally planned for, and I wanted to make this lots.
I was gonna say we're ending early because Matt did not expect us to go this in depth in our planning.
And this time I'm super happy about it though, because this is going to be way cooler than it ever could have been. Yes, so we're going to have a lot of stuff going on, 2 completely different missions with one goal, and probably a little bit more planning as I give them a layout of what they're looking at and how exactly they want to proceed. But when we come back in 2 weeks, we will see how successful the Regulators are in stealing an airship, staging a fake heist, collecting a fake bounty, and making it away with Malcolm's father. So at the end of the night, thank you, Miss Redneck, we came up to a total of 9 natural ones for the first set of 2 sessions for Tabletop Appreciation Month. If you are watching this on VOD and did not get a chance to participate, we'd love to have you next time, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 27th. We will be having our second Tabletop Appreciation session and continuing the count going forward. Again, if you are interested in participating and can't stay to the end of the session, feel free to give me a whisper on Twitch or any of our social media. And thank you to everybody who watched tonight. We didn't have any random donations tonight, but again, any streamers who would like to increase their reach and help sick kids in the process, next time you come around, go ahead and leave a donation of $10 or more, and we'll give you a special shout out, both at break and at the end of the session. Make sure people know that you're out there and that you care about the kids and you want to help. And we look forward to the next time we get to do this. We will, don't forget, Tuesday night, a subscriber-only giveaway for this extra large tub of Red Wolf Fang. You have to be a subscriber to participate. That'll be done at break time on Tuesday. The stream starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Again, thank you everybody who came to watch. Thank you to our mods who helped keep track of the natural ones and do this awesome charity drive. And we'll see everybody in a couple weeks.